It was a good win. It was a good road win in a tough environment. First conference game. Again, you never know what to expect, but being on the road and to go out and play the way our guys played, I was really impressed how our guys came out and really took took advantage of the second half and made the play they were capable of, especially after coming off a loss. I was really pleased with our guys on how they responded to a loss and the plays they made in that game. It was big time. We got back to playing defense like we're capable of, and offensively, I thought our guys played very sound.
We'll take questions for Coach Taggart, please. Star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue, and the operator will introduce you.
Our first question comes from Dan Zatora with WakeUpCallDT.com.
Good afternoon, Coach. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Dan. How are you?
Doing well. Defensively, to take a look at this upcoming game against East Carolina, Zay Jones and what he's been able to do, not just in this conference and for his team, but across the country to be one of the best receivers yards-wise, just what you can say about your defense going up against him.
It's going to be a challenge. I'll tell you what, man, we better make sure we know where he's at every single play. For you not to know where he's at is wrong. You know, he's a tremendous talent. You look at the numbers and it says, and when you turn on the film, it doesn't lie. You know, so we got to make sure where he's at all the time and try to do a great job of getting to the quarterback.
And then when you look at this offense for you, putting up 45 points or more in all four of your wins this season, and then even in the loss, 35 points, just what you can say about your offensive weapons, your ability to score, and just what you're taking away from the team right now, knowing that you can put those points up when needed.
It's good to see. I mean, we feel like we have some talent over there, and I feel like we could continue to get better, you know, and I think we see a bunch of guys that have a lot of confidence on that side of the ball and confident that they can score every time we have the ball, and I think that's what we're seeing out of our offense is just a confident group of guys that really have a passion for getting to the end zone.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll next hear from Ronnie Woodward with Greenville Daily Reflector. Ronnie, please go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. I think I was on mute. You got me?
Yes, sir.
We hear you, Ronnie. Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Offensively, y'all are almost exactly even for the season on passing yards versus rushing yards. Is some of that your quarterback's ability, obviously, in the way he's kind of managing the offense, or is there anything you can attribute just to that almost like perfect balance that you've had offensively?
No, I think it's just whatever we're getting. You know, to be honest with you, we didn't go in saying we want to necessarily be balanced. We're going to try to do whatever we can to win a ball game, and whatever defense is giving us, we try to take advantage of it. The one thing about our offense, we feel like we're talented out on the edges with the receivers and all, where we can throw the ball, and then we're talented in the backfield where we can run it as well. So we feel like we have options, and whatever they take away, we try to take advantage of it the other way, and it's been going well for us.
And another thing, kind of going on that, Rodney Adams has been, you know, you've ran him maybe more than most teams would run their, you know, normal receivers. Is that his versatility? Is that a big part? You know, how much was that of your offense and the success it's had too?
It's just a part of our offense. Again, we try to utilize our weapons the best way we can, and he's shown that he can do that pretty well. So we try to utilize him in that aspect, and also in the pass game. You know, at the end of the day, we're just trying to get the ball in some of our better football players' hands and let them do what they do.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And next question comes from Joey Knight with Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, can you give us an update on any of your injured guys who were banged up Saturday?
Yes, Billy is out. And everybody else is probable.
Okay.
But Billy's out.
What happened to Billy? Did y'all find out?
He got a fracture in his leg.
Okay.
So he's out for a while.
That's kind of tough. He was really progressing, right?
Yeah, he was. He was doing a good job. He was getting better. First year playing in each game. I think anyone, when they get reps, they get better, and he was doing a good job for us. So, but Marcus Norman started the game, and he's got some reps in there, and he'll continue to do a good job for us.
One more thing, your offensive line kind of been unheralded. It's allowed very few sacks, and I mean, y'all had to fill in some key positions in the preseason. Just how do you feel your offensive line is progressing 5 games in?
I think those guys are doing a great job of playing with some synergy. You watch them play; they're really having fun playing with each other. And I watched this last game. I thought they played very physical in this past football game. Probably the most physical we played up front, and that was really good to see. But I think more important, just seeing those guys having fun playing with each other was really nice, and that's just going to continue to get better.
We have time for one more for Coach Taggart, please.
And next we have Leo Haggerty with It's Sports Magazine.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Hi there.
Hey, Coach, you alluded to the fact coming off a loss, you never want that one loss to become 2. Did you do anything this week at all to really concentrate on getting the Florida State game out of your players' minds?
The only thing we did was try to correct some of the mistakes we made in the Florida State game, and say let's get back to playing like we're capable of. We didn't play like we were capable of, so we focused on doing that in practice, playing with energy and playing with technique and fundamentals, and being sound at what we do, and we just felt like it wasn't the end of the world. We did a lot of it to ourselves, and against a good football team like Florida State, you got to be sound, to give yourself a chance. So it wasn't reinventing the wheel or anything. It was correcting some things and seeing to it that we don't make the same mistake twice.
Coach, it seemed like in Cincinnati it took you about a quarter to get comfortable, especially on defense, and relax. Would that be a correct statement?
Yeah. Our guys, once they started to figure out how Cincinnati was trying to attack us, then we were able to make a couple of adjustments, and our guys started to lock in and play with fanatical effort and was in position to make a lot of the plays. And that was really good to see out of our guys.
Coach, last question, and thank you for your time. It looks like another hot day at Ray J, high 80s, low 90s, and that's going to mean like 100 degrees on the field. Can you actually prepare for that at all?
Yeah, down here you can. You can get outside and play, but, it's going to be hot. I mean, I think it's hot in a lot of places, and you practice, especially in the summer. But, again, I think a lot of that is just mentally. It's a mental thing, and both teams got to play in it, and it's just being in shape,
Thanks, Coach. Good luck Saturday.
All right, thank you.